Sometimes you have to be isolated before you're elevated. Sometimes you have to be isolated before you're elevated. Going through BMT, I got chosen as an element leader by the MTIs. And one thing I've learned as a leader, that you can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. You have to lead in a way that's authentic to you. And that comes down to how aligned you are with yourself, how aligned you are with your personality, with your inner self. And you have to be okay accepting the fact that not everybody's gonna like you. You won't like everybody. So instead of trying to be liked by everybody, instead be true to yourself and accept the fact that you won't make everybody happy. When I was in BMT, certain people, you can just tell that they don't like you. You can just feel the energy. I don't know. It's like a frequency that they don't like you for whatever reason. But the thing to realize is that it's not your problem, it's theirs. The thing to realize is that it's not your job to make everybody like you. As a leader, you won't be liked. So get that out of your head right now. And then now, after BMT, now in tech school, there's a rope program. There's green, yellow, and red. Level 1, 2, and 3. So it was me and 3 other people. We were yellow, going for red. And when you go for red, there's a panel interview. You're interviewed by the higher ups in the squadron, basically. They ask you why you want to be a leader, what makes you a good leader, what makes you a better leader over your peers, so to speak. What unique leadership qualities and traits do you bring to the table? How would you help the student body improve as a whole, as a leader? So, did the interview on my EPR, my progress report or whatever. Got like 98 out of 100 or 98 out of 99, whatever. Got the highest out of everybody on my thing. And then at one of our formations, whenever you move up in a rope or whenever you get a rope, you get recognized in front of everyone. And so when the MTOs, they were announcing who got red in front of everyone, I just knew that I knew that I would be chosen. I just knew. I don't know how to explain that feeling. I definitely felt that feeling before. When you just know something is true. You just know. I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like, you just know, bro. I don't know, bro. So I felt that feeling in that moment. Even that whole day, I was just on cloud 9. So yeah. So okay, at the final formation, and she was announcing who would be chosen as red, right? She was like, this person is gonna be all about the students. I just knew that was me, bro. I just knew. So yeah, she called me up, specialist shit too. And then, I was so sure that I was gonna get it that I literally prepared my speech beforehand. And in that speech, I said, there was a poll that was put out and people could vote on who they wanted to see the next Red Rope be. You know what I'm saying? I came in like 3rd place. I didn't even expect to win. And this was before the panel interview, right? So I was going into it kind of negative, right? Oh, I didn't win the poll. I didn't win the popular vote. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm going to just control what's in my control. You know what I'm saying? I can't control if people vote for me or whatever. I'm going to just go into this interview and kill it. Be confident, be poised, not let any negative thoughts affect my confidence, right? So I went in there, killed the interview. And that's what really matters. So don't focus on the opinions of other people. Don't focus on trying to be liked by others, because focus and dial in on what really matters. Set a goal. When you set that goal, prioritize what really matters. Don't prioritize the opinions of others or trying to get the validation of others. Because at the end of the day, validation of others is fleeting. People will like you one day and then hate on you the next day. I've literally experienced it. Hand for hand, bar for bar. So yeah, I just knew that I would get red. And when I got red, oh man, it felt good, not gonna lie. It did feel good. And at the same time though, the one guy, actually it was two of us actually got chosen for red, right? It was supposed to be only one, but they did a plot twist and had two of us be red. But that guy already left already. I'm still here. So long story short, the one guy, so one of the guys that didn't get red, still yellow, he was cool. The other guy that didn't get red, still yellow, he actually turned in his yellow and quit the whole program, bro. And that really just is a reflection on his character. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just colors, bro. At the end of the day, you can still have the impact no matter what color you are. You can still be a leader without being a rope color. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but bro, he put so much value on getting a color and tied his whole identity to that. I made that mistake before. That's a whole different conversation for another video, but tied his whole identity to that. I was trying to talk to bro afterwards. Bro just blew me off. He was just waved me off and just, bro, it was definitely some beef after that. I tried to talk to him a couple of times. Bro was just negative Nancy, weird passive aggressive energy. Cause I got red and he didn't. It's like, it's so childish, so immature, bro. Bro was older than me. That's the crazy part. Bro was older than me, acting like a man child, acting like high school drama, bro. And the crazy part was, I got intel that bro would go around the dorms and basically strong arm people into voting for him. So the polls didn't really naturally reflect the populace. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really naturally reflect the how people truly felt, because he would basically pressure, like, bro, vote for me, bro, vote for me, bro. Like, damn, take a step back, let it breathe. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that experience taught me that, you know what, when you going after something, dial in, focus on what really matters, and never let your confidence come from something outside of yourself. Never let how you feel internally depend on what happens externally, because it's actually the opposite. It's actually the other way around. How you feel internally determines what happens externally. You get me? Your inner world is a reflection of your outer world, saying that the world is a mirror. The world around you is a mirror to your inner world. And so, for example, if you see everything in a negative light, if you have that negative perception of self and pessimistic, you only get pessimistic results. Only. Not saying that if you're always positive, you'll always get positive results. And that's where the stoicism comes in, because sometimes you can be so positive, you can do everything right, and you still won't get the results you want. You have to be able to be okay with that, because that just means that whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to get, wasn't meant for you. And why would you want what isn't meant for you? So, you know what I'm saying? You have to be okay with that as well, because in life, you try to get something, you don't get it. You try your hardest and you don't get it. Charge it to the game, because at the end of the day, that means it wasn't meant for you. That means really that God has something greater for you down the line. Because when God closes a door, he opens a window. When you face a disappointment, there's a blessing in it. No how, no way. You have to take a step back so you can see, so you can be able to see, the blessing in it. Rejection is God's protection. Rejection is God's redirection. In every loss, there's a lesson to be gained. And in order to gain those lessons, we have to go through pain. In order to go through that pain, we have to accept that we must change. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm spitting right now. But I'm saying, though, it's all a choice. And you choose. You choose. You choose how you react to things. You choose how you perceive things. It all falls on you. Yeah, and that's chose right there. So stay chosen, stay focused, stay locked in.